Hey guys, Eddie Mack, lead voice of the CAW Champions League here. I hope you enjoyed Future Shock. Yes, it was a long show, I will admit that. I also will admit a couple of other things. One, I wasn't fully satisfied in, I guess, how it was put together, I guess. I felt I could have done better. And two, and this really is the point of this video, putting Future Shock together has kind of sort of put me behind on my production schedule thing. I thought I would have had like an extra episode of Adrenaline or Pulse done by now. Which brings me to Adrenaline episode 93, which is the first one following Future Shock. This episode is going to be done differently than any other show I have done prior to this. And how it's going to be done is this. Every match on the show will, I guess, sort of be presented as a web match, which means there's a chance that the match will not be commentated at all. It's Labor Day weekend, and people have stuff to do and all that. The reason why I'm doing that is because of something that DCA Wrestling has coming up beginning this Friday, which would actually be tomorrow as you're viewing this. That, of course, is the Queens of Wrestling tournament. And if you saw Future Shock, there are two matches on the show that directly affect the Queens of Wrestling tournament. And one of the matches on Adrenaline episode 93 is definitely going to directly affect the Queens of Wrestling tournament. And I guess I'm going to give it away under the assumption that you have watched Future Shock. Actually, I probably shouldn't. You should go watch the show. But yeah, one of the matches on Adrenaline 93 is going to directly affect the Queens of Wrestling tournament. And rather than hold that up, I am going to put not only the match that affects the Queens of Wrestling tournament up, but over the Labor Day holiday, I am going to put up in separate videos every single match from that episode of Adrenaline. It's going to be kind of weird, and it's probably going to be the only time I do this. In fact, I'm hoping it's the only time I do this. Following this, there's going to be another video. I think it's going to be out on Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. And it's going to be the announcement of the Summer Madness tournament, which I guess, replaces March Madness. It's going to be in the summer, except I guess in other parts of the world it's actually considered fall or spring, depending on what part of the world you're from. And the brackets for that tournament will be presented in a separate video, I think on either Tuesday or Wednesday. And that tournament is going to start next weekend. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. That's pretty much all I have. I hope you've enjoyed Future Shock. If you haven't seen it yet, it's the 4 or 5 videos before that. It's 5 if you count the Final Countdown show. Go back and watch those. And I will see you all on Adrenaline this weekend. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your continued support of the CAW Champions League. I'm Eddie Mack. I'll see you later.